Welcome to the show, everyone. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? We're going to see how about that. Ronnie, how you doing today?
As always, fantastic, sir.
Good. I'm very excited to have you here.
Of course.
Every Sunday or Monday or whatever day we could get
whatever day we can get it done.
Get this thing done. So
how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man.
Yeah.
Little tired, a little exhausted from the work week and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm pretty good, man.
You look great.
Well, thank you very much. So do you, man. And I see you got some new ink there.
Yeah, I'm working on the cover up. It's coming along good.
Yeah,
it's still
man.
healing.
Oh, it looks so good, man.
Yeah, it's gonna look great as soon as it's all done. Everything. I got some more sessions. Don't look at it yet.
Okay, all right. I got my left arm, planned. So in August. So
can't wait.
That'll be fun too.
It's gonna look gorgeous.
Oh yeah, I know, man. The artist I got, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll have him on the show as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We could talk about ink.
Oh, absolutely. He's got a fascinating story.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. So we will kind of get right into it, man.
Yeah.
Do you, any type of music? Oh, wait. Yeah, we'll ask these questions, and I got a few more questions to ask.
Yeah. All right.
Any music?
Let's do our thing. Let's get into it.
Were you listening to anything on your way here?
Yeah, I was listening to the last show.
Oh, you
that
were?
You just did, yeah, with Megan and the
Megan,
crew.
Allen, and Eddie. Yeah.
Complete chaos.
Oh, absolutely.
Complete chaos.
Off the rails.
Yeah.
Off the rails.
Just complete chaos. I don't know if any of them were drunk. I don't know what was going on.
They weren't enjoying themselves. That's all I could say.
Nice.
Everyone was having a good time. They were chilling.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Chilling with Carl, baby.
Just chill.
Come on.
Relax. Enjoy yourself.
Yep.
Main thing. So, do you have a Sunday shout out?
I do. On today's Sunday shout out, I have a shout out that is very special to me. And my shout out is to you, my good friend. Okay. And I want to congratulate you for passing 100 subscribers.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Like 100 and
all right.
106. Or
yeah. Oh, well, excuse me.
It fluctuates.
Oh, yeah.
It fluctuates.
No.
I lose some, I gain some. It don't matter, man.
The fact that where you came from with this, when we first sat down and talked, and, I'm not going to drag it out. We've talked about it before.
Yeah.
And the fact that you have passed 100 subscribers. Yeah. That is fantastic.
That's a milestone in me.
And I just want to thank you for everything you've created so far, and the energy and the vibe that you put out. And so you are my Sunday shout out, my friend.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yes,
I appreciate that. And a lot of this I couldn't have done without you, man.
No, I'm just here. I'm
saying you were the first person I went to talk about this.
I get it. I'm just taking up space, man. I'm just here.
Space.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You bring the atmosphere here, man. Look, a lot of people do enjoy this.
There's two types of shows, and if and they're both great. We talk more about things that people go through and life experiences and stuff like that, and I think there's an audience for that.
Absolutely.
And there's an audience for everything that you do with Fred, and I think they're both entertaining.
Absolutely.
And people get something out of each show, and that's what's important.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And actually, the most important thing is what I get out of the show, because my personal life, I always had problems talking about stuff.
Yeah.
So here's my chance, man.
That's right.
What to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. People are shocked. They're like, who are you?
Right.
Like you never would talk.
Yeah.
And here you are.
And now we're getting to know you.
And here we are talking.
Yeah. And I'm grateful because each moment that I spend with you, I get to know you more and more.
Yeah, man.
And I love you more and more. And I'm truly grateful to have been in this position to meet you, to get to know you. And every time I'm with you, I know a little bit more about you. And I just want to thank you for putting me in that position, bro.
Oh, man. Thank you. Thank you.
A lot of love in the room right now.
Absolutely. I have a Sunday shout out. I'm going to shout out to my friend Dom. That's right, Dom. My man Dom, he is having a pool party in August.
Nice.
Don't know the final date and everything, but once we find out the date, everyone that is a listener or watcher, you are invited to Dom's pool party. Just so you know, man, we're gonna have flyers. It's gonna be everything, man. It's gonna be like $5 a head and all that stuff, man. It'll be good stuff. Food, drinks included, everything.
Is he gonna be okay with that?
Oh yeah, he's all for it, man.
Okay, good.
My man,
Yeah.
he's-
And Speedos, if you have those.
oh, definitely banana hammocks.
Oh, big time. Whoa. Banana hammocks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no.
That's what you're working with there, big guy?
No, bro.
All right. I guess you got my superpower.
Yeah, right. Anyway, so since we've known each other, we've talked about these questions over and over again. A few people have made suggestions to me, so I think we're gonna roll with it. If you could travel anywhere in the world,
Love this.
no expense,
Uh-huh.
where would you go?
If I could travel anywhere in the world,
Anywhere in the world.
okay. So
No
I
holds
can't
barred.
leave the planet.
Not yet.
All right.
Not yet.
Okay.
Anywhere in the world
All
right
right.
now.
Okay.
We'll stick
We'll stick with that first. All right. Anywhere in the world, free.
Free.
For
Free of charge, man.
Right now, if we could just teleport to that spot.
Teleport, fly, anything. Because I think part of that experience is the traveling part.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. So I don't want to teleport. I want to actually make the travel.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to go from right here to the Carl podcast. Okay. To Yosemite Valley, California,
Ooh.
and stand in front of the beautiful El Cap Mountain.
Okay.
Okay. I'm obsessed with that mountain. I think we talked about this before in your very first episodes.
Absolutely,
Right?
yeah,
That
yeah.
nobody gave a shit about. And
It's
now
okay.
you're over 100 subscribers, my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
So listen, now that you're famous, it's like
famous.
it's just hard to even be in the same room with you. You know what I mean?
Yes,
But
out
yeah,
there.
from here to across the country, I think that would be a fantastic road trip.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Map out. You have to map out from Jersey to Cali, the route you're going to take, obviously, but like special places in those
Yeah.
states.
Interest.
Yeah, restaurants, stuff like that. I mean, that's the whole part
That's the
of
whole
it.
exp- that's
And then
part
you're
of the
not even
experience.
there yet.
Oh,
So
yeah,
you're
yeah.
experiencing all of that, fantastic travel and sightseeing and stuff. But then you finally actually get to your destination, and I want to look up at that mountain, man, over 3,000 feet, and I'm obsessed with it, and I want to see it before I die. It's on my bucket list.
I gotcha.
And so I know it's not anything exotic like, Bahamas or some stupid shit like that, but I love nature, man,
I gotcha.
and I love being around the trees, the lakes and rocks, mountains and stuff like that. So I would love to just stand there and look up at that mountain.
Yeah, man.
Maybe
Awesome.
we can go one day.
Absolutely. That would definitely be
You know what I mean?
really cool. Yeah, man.
What about you
Myself, if I could go anywhere right now,
right now?
I would go probably to Iceland.
Nice.
I would go to Iceland because that was one of the trips I had planned before COVID hit and all that stuff, and it just kind of didn't happen. So things happen in life. Life happens.
Yeah.
I
I heard it's really beautiful there.
Yeah, they have natural hot springs there, as well as just the landscape and everything. What was I going to say? I actually doing more and more like looking into it. I saw there's a company that you can actually rent a camper van, like this little van. You can rent a camper van, and that's the best way to actually go.
Yeah.
Like renting this van and just travel on your own, do whatever you want. See everything you need.
Yeah.
And I mean,
In Iceland or
in Iceland.
Okay,
In
okay.
Iceland. I haven't found any other. I think there's quite a few other companies that do that, like around the world and
Yeah.
stuff. So, but that would be
amazing.
that'd be my first stop. Would be Iceland.
I'm guessing it's cold there.
Yeah, you'd have to go during the summer months.
Okay. So winter is just not happening.
I mean, I would do that, but that would be a little bit different experience.
I mean, it's not as cold as like Alaska or Antarctica, right?
Oh, it's pretty cold.
Yeah. I mean, ice is in the name, so I'm guessing it's.
Well, ice. Well, see, here's the thing, though. They back in the day, from what I believe, they named Iceland to deter people from going there.
Trickery.
I think
Like a
during the-
town called Bitchville. Who would want to go? Who would want to go there if it's loaded with bitches? Well, it depends on what
Well,
type.
exactly. You see what I'm saying?
Not
So,
to discriminate, but
yeah,
you know. It could be
But-
male or female bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
All right.
But yeah, Iceland and Greenland. So they did that, because Greenland is all pretty much ice, from what I believe. But
Greenland is?
Yeah, Greenland is. They did that, to throw people off from
Right.
I think like going to raiding there and exploring and all that stuff. So who would want to go to a place called Iceland?
Right.
See what I'm saying?
No, that seems awesome, man. I've Googled pictures for Iceland before, and it just looked fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Also Ireland for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we'll save that for next week.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to keep this going.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
all right. Okay.
We're going to keep it going.
Nice.
Until, some of my viewers are like, you got to change your questions again.
Yeah.
Here's some new questions.
Got to listen to the viewers.
I'll listen to them.
They're the fans. That's the over 100 people that are...
people, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if anyone does have suggestions or topics you guys want to hear, just write it in a comment below or just reach out to myself or Ronnie. And,
Yes.
we'll definitely think about it.
Yeah. So when you saw the 100 subscribers, did you think anything? Like, did you notice it at first?
I didn't really notice it because I would check every so often and they're like, all right, I've got so many subscribers within so many days. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Each episode, I saw it growing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. YouTube has it all broken down and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you got 28 subscribers or 14 subscribers within like past 28 days. I'm like, oh.
Damn, they get detailed like that, huh?
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it's crazy, man.
That's cool.
They break it all down with views and all that stuff too. So man, it's pretty crazy.
You know when we're going to really celebrate? When you have your first commercial.
When I have my first commercial?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Because you can't control those. YouTube just throws it on there.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
people
oh
are talking.
my God.
They're like, oh, sponsors and all that stuff.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
I'm not even at that point.
no, but it is something that is possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we didn't think one mic was possible.
Yeah. And now
2 mics.
2 mics.
3 mics. And now you have the holy grail of mics.
Oh, jeez.
Shout out to Fred for doing that.
Yeah.
I feel bad, bro. I haven't bought you shit. You know what I mean?
You don't need to buy me anything.
I think I am the gift.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You make this happen.
That's
man.
how highly-
I can't sit here and talk to an empty chair or an empty
That's
mic.
how highly I think of myself.
I guess I could.
You could talk to a chair. I talk to bullshit all the time.
I could talk to the camera and all that stuff, but I don't think I'm at that level yet, man.
To talk to the camera?
Just to sit
I think
there.
you can hold it down by yourself. One show. One man show.
Maybe.
You should do it one day a week.
Maybe.
And these are my thoughts for the week.
Okay.
You know, it could be a 10-minute show. You know what I mean?
True.
Think about it. We'll talk about it off camera.
Yeah. We'll get into more details.
We'll talk to management and see how they feel about it.
How they feel about that.
All right. So where we at?
I got another question, man.
Okay.
Do you have a guilty pleasure? One guilty pleasure.
A guilty pleasure?
Yeah, man.
Why immediately? Why did I think of something sexual?
Well, everyone thinks that when they say guilty.
Right. Okay.
Because I think that's where most people's minds
Yeah,
go.
most people, they say a guy walks around with a boner at like 23 hours a day. That is ridiculous. So that means right now, either one of us could.
Not right now.
No, okay.
Not right now.
All right.
Not in the mood.
So, all right. So guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure.
And that could be anything pretty much. That could be playing a video game.
Mm-hmm.
It could
or
be
food, reading a book.
Yeah.
going
So,
for a
all right.
walk.
So my guilty pleasures change.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So I'm the type of person where I get addicted to something, like let's just say a certain box of cereal.
Yeah.
And I rock with that box of cereal for like a month. And
Yeah.
I'll get like 3 or 4 boxes because for some reason, everything that I fall in love with ends up leaving and they don't sell it anymore.
Yeah, it changes.
Like it's just crazy. And then all of a sudden I'm like, damn, I used to love that. Certain cologne that I wear, certain, food and stuff like that. So I tend to buy a lot of the same thing. Like with hats and stuff. I have like 5 of the same exact hat.
I gotcha.
Because I once I get it, try it on, I'm like, oh, I got to get more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotcha.
So I just keep them locked away for, when it's time to pull them out.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
So I guess one of my guilty pleasures is my morning routine.
Okay.
Okay. Which is I wake up, I do my little face routine, right?
Yep.
We won't get into that.
Yeah,
And
we talked about that.
yeah, we
before.
talked about that. And I do my little cup of coffee, which right now I'm just big on blueberry coffee
Okay.
with French vanilla creamer,
That
right?
before, yeah.
And I put on my little video game, and I sit there and I enjoy my 2 cups of coffee, and I play a little video game. That's my little morning guilty pleasure.
I gotcha.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Stuff. Yeah, man.
Yeah. What about you?
My guilty pleasure.
Let's get it.
My guilty pleasure.
Oh, look at that smile, man. Gorgeous. I love it.
My guilty pleasure is peanut butter. Eating. I eat peanut butter right out the jar.
Is there a dog around here?
Oh man, no. I eat peanut butter right out the
You
jar.
know, because it's your dog, so it's okay.
No.
Like, say if you were with somebody.
No, that's animal cruelty.
If you were with,
I'm done talking about that. I don't want to talk about that.
You're gonna well, it's not cheating if it's your dog.
Oh man. Nope.
Done?
Nope,
We're done with it?
No.
Hey, listen, I appreciate you pouring me some mud water, by the way. If you guys notice, if you pay attention at all, I don't have a monster with me today. Well, I have a monster, but it's not the drink. And
yeah, man.
This mud water, it is actually pretty good.
Yeah, right.
I could taste the turmeric. I taste the cinnamon. And there is ginger in here, which is amazing for the stomach.
Yeah, man.
So thank you for pouring me the mud water.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's open to anyone that comes over, man. They want to try it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Now, could I add sugar to this and stuff and make it not good for me?
You could add whatever you want to it. To be honest with you, you could put it in
alcohol.
I don't know about that, but I mean, you could probably put alcohol in it.
Yeah,
probably like some type of like chocolate alcohol or vanilla.
Ooh,
something like that.
That'd be good.
You know, I don't know how it would taste, but you know,
yeah.
So, on that note, we're going to get right into the topic here, man. We're going to actually talk about fear,
Oof.
Emotional fear,
and
a few things of like, fear of failure, fear of commitment, fear of being hurt, physically or emotionally, the fear of death, and fear seems to turn into hate. When people fear things, they tend to hate it.
Yeah,
that's a big thing, man.
Yeah,
a lot of people are afraid of something, so they tend to put an emotion to it, so they automatically hate what makes them afraid.
Yeah,
they're afraid of.
Oh yeah, I got something deep for that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, with me, just talking in, we'll say in the now, the fear of, there was fear of doing this. Mm-hmm. There was fear of, who's going to want to listen to me, or who's going to, when they do listen, what are they going to say? It's the fear of acceptance, basically. So being accepted by my friends or family that do watch this or listen to this, and what I say, and if they actually accept it or not. But at the same time, too, it's like I have to just overcome that fear, and that's pretty much what I have to say is, overcoming that fear and just going with it, and being open to criticism and stuff. And I think a lot of that has changed in myself and my life, as I've gotten older and I've learned, to deal with things. And, mainly, I guess would have to say is just being comfortable with that fear when I have that fear, and just, continue to do what I need to do, or readjust, and, not necessarily back down, but readjust and look at it a different way. Because with fear and with overcoming that fear is the growth. And a lot of it I see is something I heard or read or even thought of myself, is that two things, really. You can either, when you are afraid or anything, you can step back into comfort, or you could step forward into growth.
Right.
And learn from that.
That's serious.
Yeah, man. That's some good stuff.
Most of us step back into comfort.
A lot of us do.
Yeah.
I've done that in myself plenty of times. Mm-hmm. I've missed out. In a lot of things.
Yeah, me too, man.
In my life, man, because of fear.
Yeah,
and
me too.
I've learned a lot in my life that I was afraid a lot of the time, and a lot of that fear just like held me back from enjoying life or, enjoying the things that I wanted to do and all that.
Yeah.
But all the things that I have done, I've went skydiving. That was fear, but
I would love to do that.
but I did it.
Yeah. Would you do it again?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would do it again. I would enjoy it. I was during my MMA career, stepping into that cage. It's like part of that was like, I don't know this person. Like, I don't have any type of emotional connection.
Right.
Like, I'm not mad at this guy.
Yeah,
He didn't,
yeah.
you see what I'm saying? Like,
Well, that's competition.
that's competition.
Yeah.
So that fear, though, which no one ever really told me, was that fear is normal because anything can happen.
If you don't have the fear, you probably are psycho.
Well, no, everyone has fear.
Yeah.
Everyone is afraid of something
Yeah.
at any point in time, but it's what you do during those times you are afraid.
Right. They say your true self comes out when you're at your most, like at your lowest point, your weakest point, and when you're the most afraid of something, your true self comes out. How do you feel about that? Do you agree?
I do agree.
Yeah.
But at the same time too, once you push that limit whenever you are afraid of something. If you push that limit, that's where you grow from it. And that's becoming comfortable with that fear is where you can really excel. So a lot of my life, I've been afraid of things, but it's what I've done during those times. And now I'm more comfortable with fear.
Yeah.
It's not like I don't have fear anymore. That's ridiculous. Everyone has fear of something, fear of dying or fear of, missing out on stuff,
Yeah.
But now at this time of my life, I'm more comfortable with it, and I know I can handle myself in any type of situation or talk my way out of a lot of things, or, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's, and a lot of that was, fear of actually doing things or going places, knowing that there is evil in the world and that could cause, my biggest thing was fear of losing a family member or loved one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
one of the most recent thing was my mom and myself, we went on a road trip. We went to go see my sister in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we drove.
Yeah.
For a bunch of reasons. It was a lot easier to drive. We had comfort like that, as well as financially it was easier. It was a lot easier. But there's a long stretch of road, and anything can happen, man.
Yeah.
So, there was a little bit of fear there. I was extra cautious and
Right.
stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Yep.
but we went there, we had a good time, came back, no problem. But it's, you never know what can happen around the corner.
Right.
And that's one of the biggest things that everyone in our life, we're very complacent with that at any moment that anyone could pretty much pass away.
Yeah.
Or could be taken.
It's scary.
Yeah. You know what I'm
Scary.
saying?
It's a big time fear.
Exactly.
That I have.
Exactly. And we don't tell our loved ones or our family members that we love them as often. You see what I'm saying? Because of that.
Right.
And that's something that a lot of us should look at ourselves and say, hey, you know what? Maybe I should send that 3-second text message
Yeah.
saying I love you. Just thinking about you. I love
Right.
you
Yeah.
and stuff.
No, I agree.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I that fear of I was just talking about this the other day, and it was everyone fears death because it's the unknown.
Yeah, no one
And
knows.
so I was talking to somebody, and they made a good point. They were saying, why would we be afraid of something that every single living creature on this planet has experienced, which is death?
Absolutely.
Why would we be afraid? Because of the unknown.
Exactly.
Right.
We don't know what's going to happen next.
Right. We don't know if I don't think that it's a room that's just full of darkness and there's nothing. I look around and see all the beauty on this planet, and I refuse to believe when somebody dies or when something dies, then that's it.
Yeah.
I just can't believe that. You know what I mean? And so I don't fear, is there going to be nothing? I don't fear that. I just fear, what is it going to be? And I obsess over this so much that, I had to actually go talk to somebody about this, because it was something that, like with my Crohn's, when I was in my early 20s, I was carefree before that. I didn't think about anything. When you're in your early 20s, you're undestructible, right? Yeah. So that brought me back down to reality and made me realize, damn, I almost died and I can die. So since then, I've been damaged to the point where everything that is wrong with me, whether it's a headache, whether it's, oh, my chest feels weird. What is that? Yeah. I feel that fear kick in, which spins me into an anxiety attack.
Yeah, I gotcha.
You know what I mean? So it's just a domino effect of that fear. And it takes over, completely takes over your body to where you have no control over it. And I know a lot of people suffer from anxiety because of the things that they fear. Because that's, at the end, that's what it is. That anxiety is all fear. You are in complete flight mode. There's no fight. Yeah. Once the anxiety takes over, it's just flight. You just want to run from that, escape from it. You can't fight it. I mean, there's methods you can take to try to calm it down and stuff, but in the end, it went. It won. You know what I mean? So that fear of death is very much alive, and I mean,
absolutely.
If you obsess over it, it can spin you into a downward spiral of just complete anxiety. Yeah. So I mean,
a lot of people do deal with that and struggle with that daily.
Yep. Especially people with ailments.
Yes. Absolutely.
That is it is a fear, and it's funny because there's so many different types of fear.
Absolutely.
Fear of a career, fear of love, fear of not being loved. Like we said, fear of disease, death. Anything. Yeah, man. I feel like fear is one of the biggest.
Would you say emotion?
Oh my God. Yeah.
The biggest emotion that there is.
Yeah. Has to be. Fear versus love. I mean, how many times has fear ruined a relationship for you?
A lot.
It's destroyed a lot. So many relationships with me. And,
it has.
Like one in particular where it's just, I'm afraid to, change. Right?
Fear of change. Fear of
change. And then that's a whole nother fear,
Exactly.
It's a never ending cycle of just fear.
Absolutely, man.
And you tend to overthink. If I do this, what is that going to change in the future? And am I going to be okay with that? Is that going to be a good move? You know what I mean? Yeah. So then you start to just second guess everything about yourself.
Absolutely.
And then fear wins.
Yeah. Absolutely. It did. Fear has, taken down a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So fear of myself, fear of those things, not of, what I can say, like you said, just not knowing what's going to happen next, or
the
fear
unknown.
of losing someone.
Yeah.
And fear of losing that person, you end up lose them emotionally.
Right.
And then they're gone.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yep.
So, I mean, like it's something like, did you make that happen because of you allowed the fear to control you?
You did.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. You weren't living in the moment.
No.
You were too worried about the future that hasn't even happened yet.
Exactly.
And
I wasn't worried about this moment, this second,
right.
The next 5 minutes.
And that person sees that.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, this person, they're not here with me right now.
Absolutely.
And I can have a full conversation with this person and they're not even in the room with me.
Yeah.
Because your mind is somewhere else.
Yeah.
No matter how much you love that person.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You're neglecting them in those moments because you're so worried about maybe losing them. You're so worried about, are they going to cheat on me? You're worried about, am I going to be enough for them in 4 years?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was the biggest thing.
And it's like, then your self-esteem just takes a nosedive and, are they going to still be attracted to me years from now? What if I get sick? Are they going to be there? What if I risk everything to be with this person and it doesn't work out?
Yeah. Absolutely. So, and that was a struggle that I had in my personal life, my relationships and stuff. And, that's something I learned from it.
Yeah.
I wish I knew what I know now then.
Right.
But, that's all part of life and growing and walking this path of life, and being able to interact with you and talk about this stuff and to really kind of like bounce these things off of my head to you and kind of like, get it back to kind of like a lot of people when they do overthink a lot of things, they need to talk. They need to talk it out.
Yeah.
They need to talk it out and they need to get those thoughts out to really hear yourself actually saying what you're thinking.
Yes.
And you'll be like, oh, wait a second. And now that was my biggest thing was not talking.
Right. Because maybe the person that you needed to talk to could have guided you in a different direction.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And showed you who you really are.
Yes.
Because, I've spent a lot of time with you and I feel as though, first of all, you're one of the most fascinating people I've ever met. Right. And I mean that. I'm not just saying that. And there's so much more in you that I can't wait to get to know. Right.
Well, yeah.
And I feel like maybe you devalue yourself a little bit or you don't think as highly about yourself as others see you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you should not think like that at all, man. You should. I love how humble you are.
It's tough though. It's
but
tough, man.
I wish you could see what all of us see.
Yeah.
I
used to say that to people too. I was like, I wish you could see what I see.
Right. And how you feel.
Yeah.
But it's hard for you to express it.
Exactly.
Right. And your fears get in the way of opening up and wanting to show them every detail about yourself, you know?
That's part of the fear of acceptance.
Right.
This person that I love and care about. Well, if they know every little thing about me,
maybe they won't love you anymore.
Exactly.
Right. Well, I'm here to tell you that they will love you. And if they don't, then that's not who you should be with.
Exactly. But see, that's the thing though. Like a lot of us in our own minds, we have our own perception of the person.
Yeah.
And our perception and actually reality are two different things.
Yeah.
That's another thing. That's something that we don't accept ourselves.
Right. Right.
Like, your perception of me and what is actually reality, I feel like are two different things. I mean,
you know what? And maybe that makes you, maybe that's why you're so humble, because your ego, you don't have an ego and you're very, humble, like I said, and you don't walk around with that I'm the man mentality.
Yeah, no. Well, I fought my battles and lost a lot of them. And, I've fallen, I've gotten up, that's life, man. It's like, I didn't write the book. I don't know it all.
Yeah.
I'm not the fastest, strongest, or smartest person. Yeah. But I'm trying to better myself every day. That's the main thing is to keep improving yourself.
Yeah.
And keep growing. Keep doing that. Keep falling. Keep getting back up. But a lot of us, it's hard for us to find true people and actually lean on.
Yeah.
I found you.
Right.
And I lean on you a lot about stuff. Especially with this, the conversations that we have and just talking.
Yeah.
And, you help motivate me and everything, So, I mean, you're part of the reason of who I'm becoming now and, my growth and everything. Yeah. You're contributing to that.
I appreciate it.
A lot of people, a lot of people that come on here, I learn a lot from them and, I learn about myself interacting with these people.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. And that's the type of people you need in your life.
Absolutely.
Right. Well, I feel like a lot of us surround ourselves with the wrong people.
Absolutely.
And they're not helping us grow. They're not helping us with fear. They're not doing, most of them only care about themselves.
Well, a lot of people, they tend to, they have a hidden agenda.
Yeah. Yeah.
They do. They have a hidden agenda from why they're interacting with you. Is it because they have you in your life because, they feel superior over you? Because us men in our mentality is the alpha male.
Yeah.
But at the same time too, it's like, that's part of, ego and all that stuff. And we'll talk about ego another time, of my own and all that stuff. But, talking about fear here, friend of mine, Keith is the man. I'm going to have Keith on the show. I love this dude.
Yeah. He's awesome, man. I love Keith.
He told me two things of fear. He broke it down. He said, fear, if you break it down for each letter of the word, fear, forget everything and run, or face everything and rise.
It's amazing.
I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
What he wrote, or he goes to church and all that. So I think he told me that he learned it from church.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. So it's pretty interesting stuff, and that's one of the main thing is facing your fears
Right.
daily to better yourself, to become emotionally stronger, confident, and not allowing that fear to hold you back. Sometimes it does. Sometimes fear gets the better of you
Right.
with anxiety and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But you can't allow that to run your life. You have to get over it. Eventually you will, and you have to have, good solid people in your life that want to see you better yourself.
Yeah.
Like having you want to see me succeed. You want to see me grow and become a better person. So having a person like that, I can't lose.
Right.
I've got good, solid people in my corner.
Yeah. The foundation to any building is the most important.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
And keeping those people around you, that's what's going to help you succeed and conquer all your fears, man. And we're not perfect, man. We're going to fail. That's just, if you look at, if you look at, I don't know, a famous actor that you love, you know how many times they were probably told no,
Oh, yeah.
but they didn't let that stop them.
Yeah.
That fear of maybe going to an audition. Maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't, but I'm not going to let fear stop me from at least trying. Yeah. And that's a big part too. I think like we fear the outcome so much that we don't even try to have an outcome. You know what I mean? So in the end, your outcome is failure because you didn't even try. Yeah. So, that's important, man. And we are surrounded by a lot of people who feel like failures because of the profession that we're in.
Yeah.
And that blows my mind because there is so much honor in what we do. Yeah. And there's so much we are strong-minded people to deal with what we deal with on a daily basis.
It's true.
People should be proud of that.
Absolutely.
They should wake up every day. I know every job sucks.
Yeah, it does.
We all want to wake up, play video games, drink coffee,
do whatever.
Right. Nobody wants and get paid for it. Right. But that's just not how the real world works. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Unless you grew up in a castle and you don't have to work or anything. But I feel like people feel like they're failures, and a lot of them in the conversations that I have, they feel like that they are lower than a lot of other people in the profession.
Yeah.
And I don't agree with that at all. I think they're the most brave. And I feel like if people sit back and actually look at
their accomplishments,
yeah, and take pride in that,
yeah,
I think they'll have a better outlook on who they are and who they see themselves in the mirror and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be proud of the accomplishments that you have. You know what I mean? It's at least you're doing something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. You're not just sitting there doing nothing.
Right.
And you're doing something.
Yeah.
You're actually making it happen.
Right.
That's the thing. A lot of people don't look at those things.
Right.
As you were saying.
And fear, what we do, that's fear. Like a normal person can't walk in there and do that.
Exactly.
Think about what we're surrounded by.
And what we do.
And what we do.
Surrounded by evil, man.
And completely outnumbered, surrounded by, a lot of the worst. And we get up and we go and we do it.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
So that's, we're stronger than we think. And a lot of people, you guys watching and people that we see, that we walk past, I'm proud of all of you guys because you're actually going in there and you're actually doing it. And whether you're good at it or not good at it, the fact is you're going there and you're surrounding yourself in that, right?
Yeah, and you're dealing with it.
That you're conquering fear just by doing that. And not a lot of people can do that.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people say that too. They're like, I can't do what you do.
I would never do what you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
It's
and
tough,
that's something that we should hold on to and be proud. And there's honor in that. And I think that people need to recognize that more.
But there's such negativity in that. You see what I'm saying? Like we're surrounded with all that negativity.
Right.
It kind of consumes us.
It does.
And it consumed me. And
because you're human.
My life. Yeah. It kind of stained me. I look at it as I was stained.
Yeah.
By it, and I'll forever hold it.
And it's a shame. And it's a shame, but You're human.
It
man.
is, man. But that's like Kirk over here, and him being retired and everything.
Yeah.
Him talking about still having, I guess, dreams or
Yeah.
nightmares.
Yeah.
Of you see what I'm saying? But that'll always stay with us no matter
Yeah.
what.
Because of what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
You're not going to come out unscathed
Yeah.
from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
There's scars. You're gonna have PTSD from that.
Your emotional scar.
100%.
A lot of people see. Here's the thing. Well, talking about PTSD, it's post-traumatic stress disorder. A lot of people they're actually changing that because when people think of disorder, they think like, well, I can't be fixed. It's more of I'm trying to think of the actual word that he said. It was like post-traumatic injury, because you can recover from an injury.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is. And you could become, live a normal life.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's, you have to really think about the things that you're consuming mentally, emotionally, and physically. The things that you're consuming is what really is going to make or break you.
Right.
That's a lot of the things. And if you're consuming fear, that's going to break you.
100%. With anything.
Absolutely.
Going into a relationship.
Yes.
It's one of the biggest fears that everyone experiences.
Oh, absolutely.
Is this person going to love me
Mm-hmm.
like they say they will? Like I hope they will.
Or are they going to love me the same way that I love them?
Right.
That's
Right.
That's the biggest things.
Yeah.
A few people, my relationship, some people were saying 50-50. And I'm like, no, it's got to be 100-100.
100, yes.
So when somebody is lacking or they're down due to whatever reason, because people do get sad, life happens, someone can overflow and absorb that or take over that spot and kind of like keep everything going until and build that person back up.
Right. Yeah.
So,
And that makes an amazing relationship.
yeah.
To count on it, friendship, relationship with love and all that stuff, it's all the same.
Yeah.
When we're at our lowest, who can we count on to build us back up and help us? And that's the people that we surround ourselves with.
Yeah.
Like when I think of fear goes into racism as well.
It does.
Right. So this country that I love, it has a stained past. Okay.
It does.
Like most countries.
It does.
Like
Yeah,
most
absolutely.
countries that were conquered years ago by whatever power came into that country.
Yeah.
And they take it over pretty much, right? And that's just the way of the world with anything, And I feel as though in America during the dark times, I feel like a lot of people feared what was different from them.
Yeah.
And they were afraid, and that's where the hate comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Remember you were saying earlier,
Fear turns into hate.
Yes. So and it sucks because racism with fear is, I feel like a lot of people are racist towards people that they just don't understand and they don't know, and they're afraid of that.
Yeah.
They're afraid of change. They're afraid of somebody that's different from them.
Absolutely.
And I feel as though if they conquered that fear and actually got to know certain people and actually, put those old beliefs aside that they were taught from years ago and unlearn a lot of that stuff, I feel as though they will see that there's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah, we're pretty much the same. It doesn't matter if our skin color, eye color, hair color, or even your beliefs.
Right.
We're still human.
Yeah.
That's breaking it down to that.
Yeah.
Your ideals may be different than mine, but at the same time, maybe I can learn from you.
Right. Yep.
And that's the thing. A lot of people are afraid of, we'll even say religion.
Right.
That was a big thing.
Big time. I mean, they killed people over
religion.
Right.
Absolutely.
Over the fear of them believing something different from them.
And it's still happening today,
100%.
which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's, belief system.
Yeah. Yeah.
And one of the biggest things was, as you were saying, this country, man, the Native Americans.
Yeah.
That's really sad.
It is.
And it's still to this day, like they're oppressed.
100%.
And a lot of people don't think about that. Like the land that we are living on is their land.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
I mean, and it's not our fault. We weren't here. We this is way back.
I know.
And the only thing we can do is recognize it. and speak that, look, I understand it was messed up. And there's there is a dark history in this country. And
Very dark
like I
history,
said, the
without
country that I do love, but as you love things, you can love a person and you guys can have a dark past.
Yeah.
You can continue to love it, but
things can always be rectified.
Yes.
Yes. People can be forgiven.
Right.
But myself, I have a problem not forgetting things.
Yeah, me too.
Unfortunately, but at the same time too, that might be good because that might keep you in check to stop things repeating themselves.
Yeah.
That's another thing too.
It's hard for me to forgive and forget.
I could easily forgive, but forgetting is a hard thing. So I learn my lessons and stuff and kind of keep reflecting on it. And that's the same thing, continuously to keep thinking about stuff. Right. And that's my problem.
Yeah.
Overthinking things.
The overthinking, that's the fear kicking in.
Yeah.
You know what
absolutely.
I mean?
Absolutely. Man.
Yeah, the overthinking is terrible, man. So like I fear, one of the biggest things I fear is opening up to people and changing my life completely for that person, and then that person leaving.
Yeah. It's happened. Yeah, it's happened.
It makes you not want to change because you're so afraid of it.
Absolutely.
Now, whether you're a coward, whether, the word coward it's very hurtful. And people think of coward, they think, oh, that person, they're afraid of everything. No. Yeah. You could be the strongest person ever. You can go into war. You can be in the military. You can be in law enforcement. You could be a firefighter. Those things, you're conquering fear with those professions, right? But you can also be a coward with other things. You can be a coward with love. You could be a coward with friendship. You can be with anything.
Absolutely.
So just because you're the strongest and you have heart to go and do all these amazing things, that doesn't mean you can't be a coward. And I think fear and the word coward, I think they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
And that's something that I struggle with as far as like people in my life. You know what I mean? I'm ready for them to hurt me at any minute. Mm-hmm. So I fear giving them all of myself.
Yeah. I would have to say that the biggest fear of everything is the fear of not living.
Yeah.
That's the thing, man. The fear of not living and not actually going out and doing the things that you enjoy, or just experiencing life because of that fear of traveling, afraid of airplanes or afraid of death is really the main thing. It's like, I don't know what's around the corner.
Right.
So, I'm not going to do the things I want to do.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know, man. I think that was pretty intense there, man.
I think we should just do it.
Pretty much.
Name one thing you want to do right now.
I want to travel more.
Okay. What's stopping you? Other than work, obviously.
Oh, that's.
But I don't want to hear that because you get time.
Yeah. No,
Right.
I got time and I got time planned.
Right.
But that's the thing. I only got so much time.
In life?
Well, in life as well as vacation time as well. So we'll talk about that.
So you got to do the most you can with the little time that you have, right?
But, days off, things like that.
Yeah.
We can go on adventures and everything.
Yeah. I want to go on more hiking adventures.
Yeah, man.
Because I love the outdoors, man, and I love like I said,
You like
nature.
going camping and stuff?
Love it.
Okay.
Love it.
Get some stuff, man. We'll go camping.
Let's
Go
take.
camping.
Can we take? Do you have battery life on all this stuff? Can we do a show?
This stuff is battery life. Yep.
All right.
We have some battery life. We
Okay.
can do that, or we could adjust things.
Yeah. I got to get a lantern.
Okay. Absolutely, man.
I want to look. I want to look through the woods.
Old school lantern.
Old school lantern. Yeah. What is that? Kerosene?
Yeah, kerosene lantern.
Well, now in today's world, it's like LED lights, right?
Yeah, pretty
You just
much
like pop it
batteries.
open and it's like.
Batteries.
No, I want to go old school with it.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I'll bring the LED shit, but
man.
I do want to have an old school lantern.
Me and Tommy, we went last December.
Yeah.
December when it was cold.
Yeah.
We did a 4-mile hike.
Mm-hmm.
Camped at this spot. Stayed overnight.
Yeah.
4-mile hike back, man. I enjoyed it. It was the winter time. It wasn't really extremely cold.
Yeah.
We survived and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of fun. I'd like to do it again. Probably, I want to stay out of the summer time.
Yeah.
More of like the fall or spring.
Yeah, I can't stand the heat.
Yeah.
Get out of the kitchen.
Get out of New Jersey.
Yeah. No, definitely the fall, man. Yeah. I'm down to go if you want to go.
We'll have to plan that out, man.
100%.
We'll have to plan a camping adventure, man.
Yeah, man.
Invite quite a few people.
Yeah. Yep. Maybe we can get the cigar smokers to come out.
Yeah, man. Maybe.
You know? We get Jordan. We get Legs.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
We can get some cigars going.
Yeah. Good times, man.
Yeah.
Good times. You have any final words or anything?
I want to say that just because people are different, or just because you think something's out of reach, you know, and I don't want to sound corny or anything, but I feel like a lot of us walk around with this in our heads. Mm-hmm. And I feel like we need to be more accepting of people.
Yeah.
And we need to realize that nothing is out of reach, man. You may think, oh, I can't do this, or this is impossible. And I just want to tell you guys that whatever your goal is, whatever you're reaching for, whatever you sit around and think about that you want to do, but you're afraid to do it, just give it a chance.
Yeah, man.
You know, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
What's the worst?
You tried.
You tried. What's the worst that can happen?
They say quitters don't even start.
Right.
So
just get up, get out there, live life, man. Try not to focus on the negative, you know. Don't be like me and think about death all the time as far as, you know, when is it going to happen? Or is a family member going to die? You know, is it going to be the end for, you know, the world? Just live, man, you know.
Enjoy life, man.
Enjoy life. Bring the people in that you care about the most. Keep them in your circle. Love them, cherish them, and just try to be the best version of yourself. And don't let fear stop you from being happy.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, man. Fear is stopping you from being happy.
That's it. That's huge.
Yeah, man.
You know?
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So I wanna thank you, you know, for talking about this with me, man.
Absolutely, man.
I appreciate this. I enjoy these conversations, and we're gonna have plenty more, man.
Yeah.
And we got a whole schedule lined up of this stuff. And you know, maybe we'll sprinkle in a few guests and all that.
Of course.
Man.
Yeah, I love it.
Work on that.
Yep.
And hopefully all you guys, you got something out of this. If you guys have any questions or comments, man, please write it down below. If you like this stuff, man, you know, subscribe.
Yeah.
You know,
Don't forget to hit that share button. Like, subscribe, comment, and share.
Share it, man. Share it with your friends or family,
Yes.
man. And you know, this is what these conversations are for, man. To share with your friends and family. And you know, if you got something out of this, you know, just let us know.
Yeah. Yep. And we appreciate your time.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much, and hopefully you guys have a great day.